it's official. The SEC at Bengaluru is launched. Please join me in a warm round of applause once again.
Minister for Information Technology and Biotech and Electronics, I would take this opportunity. I know this is not the right way to do it, but I thought since I have everyone's attention, I'll just go ahead and invite you for Asia's biggest Tech Summit. That's the Bengaluru Tech Summit that's happening between November 18th and 20th. We will have more than 50,000 people coming in. We will be having the best minds across the world coming in, talking to us about innovation, talking to us about inventions, talking to us about sustainable solutions that will help governments. And I will send a formal invite to SBF by today evening, and I would request you to, if you could pass it on to all your members and chambers. It would help us to converge and for you to evaluate the great ecosystem that the government of Karnataka has built, the great ecosystem India has built. It's a convergence of the best minds in India, across Asia and across the globe, coming in together to solve real life problems, solve governance problems, and I think it will be a great place for all of you to visit. It's here in the Bengaluru International Exhibition Center for 2.5 days, and it's going to be a great showcase of the talent pool, of the innovations, the inventions, the solutions, the products that we have to solve real life problems. So I take this opportunity to invite all of you again, and like I said, let's make this a beginning of transformation that will create talent, business, innovation, and more importantly, a sustainable growth for both the countries. Thank you so much for your invitation and attention. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.
A representative office of the Singapore Business Federation in Bengaluru. India and Singapore are important partners for each other. Economic cooperation has been bedrock of our relations. Singapore was the first country with which we concluded comprehensive free trade agreement in the form of India-Singapore Comprehensive Economic Cooperation Agreement, that's called CECA. Our trade has grown multi-fold since signing the CECA, that was in 2005. Singapore is India's largest trade partner in Asia. Singapore is also a leading source of FDI and among the largest sources of foreign portfolio investment. All major Singaporean companies from Temasek, GIS to CapitaLand, Mapletree have presence in India. Many Singapore companies have investment links with Bengaluru. They have made substantial investments in sectors like banking, aviation, real estate, infrastructure, etc. Growing scale of the investment flows from Singapore is the testament of the comfort and confidence that Singaporean companies feel in India. India and Singapore are celebrating the 60th anniversary of establishment of diplomatic relations this year. I congratulate Singaporeans for that. We got very good relationship with Singapore.
Yes, I'm Samantha Teo, the Executive Director of Singapore Business Federation for internationalization. As you are all aware, internationalization is not an easy journey. SBF has always been helping Singapore companies looking at growing their business overseas. India is one key market that we are focusing, and we are seeing a rapidly number of growth in terms of companies taking an interest in expanding their business here. Our office for SEC at Bengaluru is actually situated in WeWorks at MG Road. to make it convenient for Singapore companies to land and meet with us. The main purpose of the office is really to create a common corridor between Singapore and India, and bringing connections, bringing knowledge, information, and all the know-how in terms of setting up here. Of course, while we set up our office in Bengaluru, our coverage, assistance to Singapore companies is pan-India. We will look for the most optimal state, city, and connections, for Singapore companies to rapidly grow their business here, depending on what the business needs are. We want to count on the government of India to help us expand, whether is it our coverage, whether is it our connections, and of course with the input of the Singapore Business Federation India Business Committee that has just been set up, chaired by Mr. Prasun Mukherjee of USEL. I'm sure that we will be in a very good state, to provide all the assistance to Singapore companies, as well as assistance to Indian companies looking towards Singapore, and venturing into the ASEAN market using Singapore as the platform. So thank you very much. I look forward to all your support, and hope that we can find a way to work together in the bigger good between Singapore and India. Thank you.